Hello, hello. Giving puzzle R a go. I spent a bit of time trying to make sure I understand these chess sums, and I think I do. We'll see how we get on. So normal chaos construction, normal tens lines, and then these chess sums. So for that being 3, that cell has to be the sum of the things that are king's moves away in the same region, bishop's moves away in the same region, and knight's moves away in the same region. Was kings, knights, bishops, isn't it? Yeah. Cool. So when I was having a look, I worked out that was a place to start because this region can't take both of these. And let's start with saying it takes that one. It's therefore got to take this one because it's got to satisfy all of kings, knights, and bishops. So, and then the cells that are knights moves away are just those two. They couldn't take both of those because then that would sum too much to 10. But then, interestingly, it's going to have to take exactly 2 or 3. No, exactly 2. Exactly 2 more cells along its diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Starting to push your luck a bit. That's going to be at least a 6. And this is going to be at least the sum of 2 things. And we know this is also the sum. It's going to have to be the sum of both of these, of course, isn't it? Because it can't just be of one of them. Yeah. So I don't know. I still don't know exactly how this thing looks, and I'm pretty sure it can't be this way around because of this 3. I want to say. Again, maybe that would be okay. Yeah, because otherwise, no. Surely this way around breaks, doesn't it? So that would be saying this is the sum of. So all I'm doing is thinking about the diagonal ones at the moment. But actually, that does seem okay. Don't forget as well, of course, this is the sum of at least 3 things in the diagonal. And also the sum of these 2. So that's at least 15. So that's either 8 or 9. And that being 8 or 9 puts a 1 or 2 here. This is the sum of exactly 2 of those diagonally. That cell couldn't. Oh no, because I'll be saying it's not the bishop's thing. There's something interesting about that having a 1 in it, isn't there? For sure. I think I'd want to not think about this. Oh, I'll leave that in for the mo. So this is the sum of these 2. It's also the sum of these 2. It's the sum of some group of. Oh no, hang on. If it didn't take that cell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh. Is that allowed? No, that's 1 too many, isn't it? Yeah. That's 10. So that's definitely part of the group, unsurprisingly. That's now 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So it's got to take this. It doesn't take that one. As well, this can still be flipped either way. But it's interesting now that this has to satisfy at least one. Those. How many more cells have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of these. Probably that one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's a 9th cell this one takes. And let's think about, can it be So this couldn't be acting on the king's move, knight's move, or else those two would be the same. It's obviously not acting as a bishop. That's too big. So this guy is the sum of all the king's move things surrounding it. It's going to take at least one of these two, isn't it? 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's at least a 3. Oh, and of course it's on this, isn't it? Yeah. So if that's summed to 8, there's something with big sums overall. I'm not quite seeing. Just think about where the 9 goes. Is there anywhere? I mean, I know that that's not part of it, but that's just because pink can't grow that far. This is definitely the sum. Some knights. Yeah, so if this is the sum of something like these two, then that's the sum of 1, 2. Let's say this turned this way. It doesn't matter at the moment. Then this guy, which is the sum of those 3, is the sum of these, but that one's counted. That one's counted twice. So again, ignoring the moment, because I think we should be able to actually place some digits in here. And one of those would be a 1, obviously. And so if this was 2, this guy's the sum of these two, which is the sum of this, and that doubled. At least. Because this might not be a minimum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, there's a 9th cell somewhere. But that could still be the 8, I think. I mean, if that is 8, these sum to 8. Seems unlikely, doesn't it? But this summing to 10. I mean, they sort of consider all all of the possibilities. Like if that's 1, these will be a 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and then that breaks this, doesn't it? This can't be a 2, 3, 4 because of that. So one of those is 1. One of these is relatively. I doubt like that could be a 3. Yeah, because that's the sum of those two. If that was 4, you get 1, 3, you'd get 2, 7. And then these two would have no fill. Probably an easier way of seeing that. So if 8. If that's 5, right? And those two would sum to 5. And I said 4, 1, 3. Yeah, it puts 2, 7, and that all breaks. If that's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that would be a 3, 4. So that would be 2, 2, 1, 4, 3, 5, 8. Which all seems to work. 5, 2, 3. Yeah, hang on. 5. The 3, 4 pair there and there. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 2. So that goes 1, 4, 3. So that's 8, but that's going 3, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2. Now I'm just getting confused at this point, aren't I? Let's try and disprove any of these being, or any of these in fact being pink. So that would make that 6 with a 1, 2, 3, but then that would have to be a 1, 2 as well. Yeah. So none of these are. I'm gonna say, well, I'll just make them all blue. I'm saying blue's not pink. At this point, trying to see where this last guy goes. So that's the sum of those 3. He's summed to 10. No, something to at least 11. Is that anything? Alright, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4 puts 2. 2, 1, 2. 1, 4, 3, 8. It's 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that just breaks. And let me check that one. 5. 3, 4, 3, 4 pair. That's 2, 1, 4, 3. And then this sum breaks. So that not being 5 is not interesting. Particularly. How about if 8? This is now exactly the sum of those, isn't it? Yeah. If 8, 1, 2, 6. 8, 1, 2, 6. What am I looking at here? 8, 1, 2, 6, 4. Those would sum to 8. They'd have to be 3, 5. That looks okay. Surely, by the way, this has to be the break-in. I can't see anything else that would do things. Apologies if, because I think we have to think more about this before we can start looking at that. Would be my guess. So how about making this quite small? 6 here. Or try and do things like make that 7. 7. That's 1. That makes a 3, 4, 5 triple. And that would have to be a 3, 4. So you'd get 1, 4, 1, 4, 5. 4 here, 7 and 2. No, this is, well, this can't be 5 or 4, can it? That's something easy. So 7, putting 1, 2, 3 isn't very good because that needs a 6, 5, 4. No, that all seems okay. This is the sum of those 2. So that's not 3 anymore. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Those sum to 10. This is the sum of those 2. This is some of those 3. Those ones with that one doubled. If that's 1, right? That's 2, 4, 2, 3, 5. 4, 2, 6. If 1, 1, 2, 6, 8, it all just works. It's a 7. It's very strange. And if If that's 8, 6 or 7 with a 1, 2, 5. 2, 5. So this would have to be 1. 8 puts 1. Because this would have to be a 2. What? Why? Hang on. 8. Yeah, 1, 2, 5. You know, that's 1, 2. 3, 6. This one just works. No, 6 is break. 6 is break. Okay. I'm happy that I could see that. If 8, then that can't be 3. 8 puts 1, 2, 5. Puts 1, 2, 6. But then this can't be 4, 5, 3, 6 or 2, 7. So this is unsurprisingly 9, which is actually the worst. Could be. If 7, then 1, 6 is the only way that works, because that needs to be a 2. 6, 5, but it's 3, 6. Yes, 7 doesn't work. Let's check that. 7, 2, 1, 6, 5. That can't be 5, 4, 3, 6, or 2, 7. So if this is 6, 6, 3, 1, 5, 4, 2, 7 is okay. 6, 3, 2, 7, 1, 5, 4. Or if that's 8, then 8, 1, 2, 8, 1, 2, 6, 8, 8, 1, 2, 6, 5. And that breaks. 8, 1, 2, 6 needs a 5 there, but that's saying this has to be 2, 2, 5. Okay. So this goes 6, 3, 1, 2, 7, 4, and 5. Except the 4 can be either here or here. A 6 can also be flipped either way around. Nice. So why is that blue? Strange. Loop around the outside. Close that off. Them. Okay. That seems to have started off all right. So now I think I probably do want to think about this guy, probably. I reckon I want to be disproving this way round. Do for now. Oh, fours are in here, of course. Yeah, so I put 6 and 4 like that. So in the case, I think this just breaks immediately, doesn't it? Because that couldn't be 8 and... if this is 5, that would have to be a 1. Like if that's 6, that would have to be a 2. That doesn't work. 7 and 3, though. Interesting. 8 and 2 doesn't work. So is there some reason why we do have to be this way around? Also easy way to know before I start looking at this, in fact. Sorry, I just had to deal with some stuff. So what I was looking at is, of course, this can't be 4, because that would have to be a sum of 1 and 3, which doesn't work at all. So we know this guy definitely is the 4 of that, and that all gets cut off like this, with the 8 Sorry, not like that though. The 8 going somewhere here. So, of course, this would have to be, does only work with 7 and 3. And that would also be the sum of these two, precisely. And it would also be the sum of some stuff on the diagonal. Which totally looks like it works. That work. So maybe what I need to do is maybe the other option doesn't work. That's pink and that's blue escaping down here. That wasn't a real. So I almost wonder if that could be 8. No. So in this case, this would be a new region. It'd have to therefore be the sum of these two. So 826, 734, 642. And this would have to be the sum of some amount of stuff on the diagonal as well. So 8 wouldn't work because 8, 2, 6 would need another 2. So if that were 6, 6, 4, 2 would need 1 and 3, and that would break this. So this would have to go. That's interesting. That's always 7, no matter which way around that is. That's very weird. 7, 3, 4 would need 1 and 2, and then that just breaks because then this has no way of. Okay, interesting. So we are definitely this way around. And I should have remembered what that actually looked like, shouldn't I? I think that was a 7. Because 8 and 2, yes, needs another 2. So that's got to be 7 and 3. That's not anything. Which means you do need these because that's as far away as this can get. And these do sum to 7. And this is also the sum of those two, which also sum to 7. 5, 2, 6. And then finally, how do you connect everything up? That's got to be the last pink, which is good. That's 2 and 7. That's got to be blue, of course. And then this guy is going to attach somehow like this with an 8 there, a 9 somewhere here. It's a weird puzzle, this one. So. Be thinking about what those cells actually are yet. Things like this, they're all even. That can't be 6 because that would be 6, 2, making 4, 8. So that is definitely your 5, 2, 1, 6. It's nice. That gives you that 2, 8. Is that 3, 4, and 9? 9's up there. If that was 9, that would have to be 8, which we know it's not. So that does give you that 9. That doesn't necessarily mean this isn't 9. Oh, but if that was 9, then how's it working with the 1 clue? That's probably what you meant to do, isn't it? Not that. Almost diagonal. But no. So it has to be there. My line tool went funny. 6, 8, 1, 2, 5, 6. You couldn't get rid of a 2 and a 7. I thought there was something there. Oh, and also because of that, but yeah. Good. So that was 7. That would break this. If, and the whole thing can't sum to 10. So that's got to sum to 10 and that's got to sum to 10. It's not 2. And that's either 5, which it's not, or a pair of 4s. It's good. 4 from there gets rid of 6 from here. That can't be 1 because it's got a clue. So it's going to be summing to some stuff. 2. Nice. This can't be 2, 8. Very good. So, what do we want to look at there? This guy can't be the sum of those two. Looks like he's going to struggle to be things on the diagonal. So he's definitely to do with things that are around him, around this. If he wasn't taking that, he'd have to take both of those and that would break. So he definitely takes this one. And he needs something relatively small. So that is going to be 1 and 2. Now, if he did take this, that would have to be a 4. If he didn't, then... Oh, this is interesting. If you don't take that, then you take those two. That becomes a 4, 5, a 9, 1, 2. So that's always 6. That's always 4. It just can't be 5, 5 because it puts 9, 1, 2 there. That's quite nice. So, and they can't take this because that'll be 5, 9, 1, 2. So you are definitely taking that. That's definitely a 2. Taking this guy. Yeah, I checked to check the other possibilities, didn't I? Good. That's a new color. Get this as a color coming down as well. And 2. So, I mean, if that was pink, he'd take 2. No, he wouldn't take 2 5s. So 5 could hide there. If this was a... that all seems okay. But how about this thing? What he might sum to, I wonder. I was wondering why these are different colours to the 4. But he's going to at least take... Pink is going to take that cell. If I could find it. There we go. Meaning green comes down and pink also has got to take at least this cell. Similarly with green, similarly with green. Is there anything that's struggling to pick up? Don't think so. Right, yet another pause. I'd had some dinner that was prepping on the stove and I'd completely forgotten about it. But it was fine. So that's all good. Right, back to puzzles. So 5 here. 9, 1, 5, 7. I think I probably just need to actually think about this, don't I? If that was pink, then wouldn't be bishops. He wouldn't be knights, and he wouldn't be kings. So that implies he's got to be green. Yes, yeah. Now, if not sure how long that's been there. If So if that was 1, 2, 3, 4, because they could potentially connect. No, they can't connect there because 1, 2, 3, that doesn't give enough space for pink. So they are different regions. But they could therefore come across, but I can color them different. That's what I wanted to do. So if that was a diagonal clue, I'd have to pick up something all the way over here. Which it could do. And no, because it would have to pick up that as well. Yes, that's not a diagonal. Certainly not a knight's move. So that's got to be kings. That's picking up this 4. So if it's 5, it's got to take that, but then it would have to take both of these. Yes, so this is 9. The 1, 5. And that's cool. So if it took that, then it's taking both of those. That doesn't work. So it's got to take this, and that's 5. And then they're all pink like this. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hello coming down. 1, 3, 7, 9. Very good. So this guy potentially, actually let's finish off that. 1, 5, 6. We'll just mark what these are. So he could be 2 crisscrosses, and he could also be a big sum relatively easily. Cell can't be 9 or 8 though. Exactly. On this guy, that guy's got to be a 3. I've broken the puzzle, haven't I? Yeah, I have as well. Oh dear, how far back? Oh no. Although I don't think that was actually changing many digits. Okay. So that does all that, doesn't it? Okay. That can't be part of pink, can it? No, because then it has to take all of this. That's a 7. Okay, I'm confused. I think my colours are wrong. That can be a king's move. Sorry, a knight's move pink. I didn't realise that. Dear. Right. From here, I think it's okay. And what I can say as well is that guy's got to be big and that one's going to be small. So now this being 1 or 3. That back in there, by the way. This could still do that. So yeah, this could be the sum of those two, which I missed as a possibility. If it is that, then it all works because that's a 9, 7, 1, 5, 3. So why is that not the case, so that's part of green. It's part of green, it couldn't have been the diagonal stuff I said. And it's not, so it would have to be kings. That would have to be 9, green 5. I suppose you could say that is always 9, no matter if it's part of green or if it's part of pink, that is always 9 at least. If it's part of green, that would have to be a 5, 7, 9, 1, which then breaks, doesn't it? So that would be green 9, 1, and then that breaks all this. So I am happy that that's that way around. This is all pink, and pink is done. Okay, bit back to it. 3, 8. And this is at most 5. Now, do you struggle to go all the way around? That's some to at least 4. Yeah, you could actually get away with 3, 1, 1, 6, 3, 1, 1, 5, couldn't you? Interesting. So now these can be the same regions again. 7, 6, and 9. 1, 6, 8, 9. That can't be 8 because that would be 1 and 1. If that's 8, that's again 1 and 1, so that's definitely a 1 there. And if that's 1 and 6, that would then be a 3 minimum, so that is definitely 1 and 9, and these two sum to so 7 is okay, 5's not, 4. Those also sum to 10, and this is 6, and that's 8. It's good. Now, these could be part of similar regions, of course. This 7 we know is not king's move, so he's got to be both bishop and knights, and therefore this is all part of one big region because he's got to be the knight's move. Yes, yeah. That's got to be 3, and that's not green. So that's got to be green, isn't it? Otherwise you're going very far out. 5. So that's some of those two. With that, and it's either the sum of those two, which it's not. So hopefully be allowed to be the sum of all the diagonals, which looks like it is. Good. And this guy is the sum of those two. But other than that, not actually used, I don't think. Yeah, that seems okay. 6s, 9s. Anything else out of there? No. Lovely. That's not 6 or 3. This is 8, 2, in fact. Weird. 7, 2, 5, 7, 1, 2, 5 there. 2, 5, 7, 9. It's got to be a 4, 6. Behind 3 and 8, that's not 1, so that's not 9 anymore. So now you have got to be that these two sum to 10, because otherwise you're way too big, aren't you? Yeah. So that's not 4, that's not 5. It's not 8. That's got to be 3, 7, 9, 1. 8 and 3. 4, 8, 1, 5. 2, 6, 7. 9, 3. There's a naked single, that's cool. Seven here. 4, 5, 6. Very good. Now this guy can't be anything to do with knight's moves. He could be diagonal like that. And of course he can't be kings, can he? Yeah, so he actually does have to be those diagonals. That's interesting. We'll double check that because I've been struggling with this. On 5-8. I was happy that that was certainly easier logic than what I was looking at. Or easier to not miss something compared to what I was looking up there, but I did just want to clarify. Good. A lot of the puzzle done. That cell's not yellow. This guy, let's make you a different colour. Let's make you another pink region. Do we think that it's best to look? Ah, because that's a new region coming down here now. It takes that to... Can't take that one, but... Yep, that's true. Got 9. 9 and 1. So sorry, this 9... There's a chance takes that, isn't there? Oh, it's a 2, isn't it, of course? So can this sum using only king's move? I think the answer is yes. The sum only using diagonals? Probably also yes. A knight's move? Also yes. But to get 2 out of 3 is going to be tricky, isn't it? So the only way, if this didn't take the 7, we'd have to loop round like that. And then that's definitely not knights. So it has to be, it's definitely not king, sorry. So it has to be knights. Now these two can't sum to 9. Neither can this one and that. So you would have to be picking up this. And that's just way too many cells, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and you couldn't take that as well. Yeah, so pink comes... Well, 9 takes that 7. Now, if he is kings, he takes the 2. If he's not kings, can't get away with anything here, can you? You would have to... If he is taking knights, he definitely takes that cell. And needs another... If he takes kings, he takes this, and then this guy grows. I don't really see anything wrong with that. Needs a 1, of course. That's probably what is struggling to be the last handful of things. So if he took the 1, he'd have to take the 3. At that point, he's definitely part of all this. And part of some diagonal as well, 1, 2, 3. And that just doesn't work at all. So he's not taking this 1. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And has to pick up one of these ones. And this is now a new region. Coming down. Might take the 3, might not. I don't know how... No, this just straight up can't be a diagonal connect because they're all even or massive. That's the point. So he is definitely taking knights move things, which you can't get out of these two. So he is part of pink. You have to take that cell. Otherwise, that's too much. That is a 4 and a 6, 9 there. 6, 9, 6. Can't take that cell, obviously. And he can't be the diagonal, so he does have to be. It's 2, 7, 6, 7, 4, 8, 9, 3, 6, 2, 9, 3. Lovely. 2s. Good. So he doesn't take this, of course. And doesn't take that cell. He needs a 1. He can't take a 5, so he's going to grab this one. It's healthy for yellow. 5, 5. And I'll save the last digit. I might save that one. Let's that all off. 3 and 6s are what he needs. He's definitely going to grab that 6. And that 3. Ah, I've broken this. Oh, no. I was surprised by finishing the grid. Okay. How does that work? So I think I've misunderstood what he can pick up. What he has to pick up. Oh, can this be part of that? And this could be this 615. No, because of the 4s. I'm very confused. I'm probably being silly. Digits are all correct. Missing something with how, because and that's not a 1, is what this is saying. So how does this get as 1? Can't take it from here. So that messes with King's move. Oh god, it can take that diagonal. That's what I missed, sorry. That's a mile back. So, yeah, I totally missed it. Could grab that cell. Right, what's the easiest thing to work out why that breaks then? So if this maybe why have I made those two different? Why couldn't that take that 5? Oh, that was so long ago. I think it can. So I was putting things out on just a single move, but I can take that, of course. I've not solved this puzzle well, so apologies for that. So if this took king, if this took those, if this took knights, have to grab the 5 and that 4. And or if it didn't take diagonal, then that's what it has to do. 4, 2, 7, etc. You could only grab the 1 from there. This is if it doesn't take diagonals. And then you grab that 6. But then this region coming out gets trapped by that 3. I don't like it, but it's the only thing I can see at the moment. This definitely does take some diagonal stuff. And doesn't that imply it doesn't do the whole knight's move thing as well? So if it was diagonal and knight's move, I mean, you got the sum to 8, don't you? So that has to work with 2 and 6. I think. Taking both of those. And now it's not, yeah, now it's not kings. So it does have to take these 2. This is weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm pretty happy with that. Hopefully. Just grabbing this guy as his last one, probably. Yeah. 2, 5, 8, 6, 9, 3. 8, that's 2. And then this guy's just being a king's move, which is probably what I was meant to actually be looking at, rather than doing this much stuff. This guy now does need that, so maybe I had proven that earlier. Not sure. So he doesn't take either another 6 at all. Surely that can't be in the same region. Yeah, if green was the same region as that, if that was green, then this 7 gets trapped. It's a new region. Green 3 would trap that one. Can't take this, can it? No, because of the 1. It's a green 3. Seven over there would trap this region. So that's green 7. 2 coming down like this. Yeah. 2, 3. So this needs 2 8s and 9s, doesn't it? Gotta take that 8. That has its fair share of 9s and such. It's pink. Whoops, pink and blue. Blue. This one's a pink 3. Yeah, cool. So going back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So seeing that can't be blue. That's the only way that, yeah, that just doesn't work. That is pink. So does this have this, because now this can't be diagonal and it can't be kings, so it has to be knight's move, and that's a 1. It's rather funky. Pink 1 at that. It's pink. It's got to be a pink 2, doesn't it? Necessarily, actually. So looking at this guy, presumably to finish us off, is can't be anything diagonal. Could be... No, he can't be knight smooth because those two digits are the same. He has to do it with kings. So that's going to be 8 and 5 and 8 and 5. And he is part of everything there, so that is just pink at the bottom. Which makes these two green and these all blue. Okay. Sorry, because I think I butchered that in a lot of ways. I probably could have found something prettier down here with this clue that I didn't use. Interesting concept. It's a bit look-aheady, personally. And perhaps that was just me not spotting things, which is entirely possible. But I like the end. The end was good down here and whatnot. But yeah, interesting puzzle. Yeah, not sure what else much to say, sorry. Thanks for the puzzle. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Chat to you all sometime later. Bye.